Yadamase se my joining ewo restream we every week bia yebeba ne yenemu abedi invita ho nti monshare yadamase monshare yebedi nkomo ene yebedi nkomo pa we one of your first stream Facebook Live 2023 nti yebedi nkomo nti mo ma yenkoso ne share yadamase se mo bekan yan ho na yeba bedi sankomo yi em se abusiafo mo wo ho no ma mo betie mi yi na monso a mo wo in the Facebook any Twitter ne all the other media spaces no mo abekan yan ho na yedi nkomo ene nti mon share my yadamase pa se mo abekan yan ho and some of hope PSE can this platform was designed and created for the youth. So inti yepese youth no the ebitumi aye na to make the youth active bia no yepese youth no aye active na womote enoma se sede enoma ekono nti momra emekan ho na moma yen the ekoso bia no in terms of niama ekoso ewo Ghana eni aba ha se ye bidi ho nkomo nti momra na moni emidi enkomo ne enchechire mu enyomem yedamase mon share na numbers no nkosoro no obi amekan ho ewo we ye restream nti ekọ Facebook, Twitter, I believe Instagram, YouTube, Telegram na esese ekọ honom na mohu ede ekoso mon share na yedi dwumadie no in a few minutes no be hihye so monso bombra emeka ensem youth mose saying share koma wadamfo wonipa na ono nso emra na omeka ye hu no metie bi na the ekoso Ghana na eyareho so ena se okasa pia eya na obi feel say atem na wodidi na bi ya masi bidi atem penyi bia no you respect penny bia but it comes to a point as I say ye war hanka yemfa old decrepit soldiers ebia woman to me and carry woman artillery on their back and enkojina war front enkomayen ye war near pesi dinkunima ye the best stock young men one dear umujino now swam to me carry 150 pounds of artillery where we mechi for 5-10 miles any do war so na ukofa if you put your worst foot forward that is a war no opese ukona ufeli opese ukona ulusu war nti mesremo youth no mon get it wild say mo shine more eye because the eye for the youth yam say ye di enchine meku kakra na youth no ne pese youth no sugina wo na so na ye de Ghana no ye de baton ehye wo monsa for Ghana because we have so much faith in the youth of Ghana say they would do 100 times better than this stock of leaders, so-called leaders, position holders. Yewusi Sino, Bibia Mkuyi or Ghana. A couple of years ago, you started catching us. We were in a permanent emergency. No name say a month P air doubt a month P. Cause na Kofi, don't be pessimistic. Who dear tem na say ni say you know. The chickens have come home to roost. The verdict, they say, they screwed up our finances to the point that we have defaulted through and through. We nye ubi na ompu ubi asem na oka. We the fact. So the fact of the matter ne say they screwed up our finances. The fiduciaries of the states na yema womo eba taking over Ghana finances say womo hwe maye no they screwed up. Womo entumi anye de womo cars womo beye. Nti ene yaba yebeka enyoma one or two bi na obia ate enyoma. So we're just going to be here for an hour. Nti yepese wo share information no na wode ma obia obetumi ahwe yen. Omehwe yen omeka yen ho no hu de ekoso ewo ha sei. Nti yedamose pa. I think that we a median broadcast for 2022 2023 2023 into yenche a couple of things we want to let you know. Say every week be a beba hasi na yenemo abidin komo ni amamu a perspective of enyoma ekoso and said yen be addressing no. We want this to be a platform for the youth to come maybe a difference of opinion on something perhaps na be share ye ba ye na ye pese Ghana ni di utu kwan ko nkru amai so a na hu se sɛdeɛ ɔmayɛ ɔman no ɛyɛ na ɛyɛ akɔno na ɛma obisa sɛ na adɛn na Ghana deɛ yɛn mpanyinfoɔ no ɛntumi ɛnyɛ saa ɛmfa ma youth no anaa ɛmfa ma yi na nti ɛnɛ yɛaba hanom a yɛaba sɛ ɛho nkɔmmɔ ne yɛba abɛdi deɛ ne yɛbɛtumi ayɛ to build a totally new Ghana, because we need to build a totally new Ghana, because the infrastructure on which Ghana sits, you know, archaic, outdated, into fire baby a pasi into the minds and the hands of the woma build the Ghana now see into mean deliver into mean kubu engine Ospaki and so car no, it's brought us as far as it could take us. To take us further, no, we need to get into a new machine. Machine, as I say, P. So, inti and yet the Ghana today, as I say, they build the machine now, as I say, the Ghana not tomorrow, but the Ghana 100 years from now, near day, build it machine now, you pesi a tinamusisi ne deacon. Inti a higher bay a platform for the youth. Who difference of opinion and your bonnet, but you per se we objective. You per se we use common sense. You per se we as pragmatic as possible, because to build requires a set of things that are science-based, data-driven. You can't ignore the facts. You have the right to your opinion. You have a right to our opinion, but you can't have an opinion on that which is fact. So, the a fact and a fact. What thinking you can have an opinion. Yes. So, but fact and the a fact. If we base the a become on fact, now the fact and say the people who have brought us the last 30 years, NDC and people, they failed us. You cannot argue with that. Let's start off with that. So, and we start off from that, we have to set some guidelines to set. It's with one more ingredients of operation and thought into for us to succeed in the new Ghana na yekono, the new mindset and the thinking of the new leadership has to change. We invite you to sit at the table with us so we can have this conversation. One of the first things we're going to talk about is the fact that the rent scheme. I mean, if we can get this thing going so we can, Mr. Remo, one of the first things we're going to talk about, the fact, you say, rent scheme rent assistance scheme wɔmde aba sisi rental assistance scheme wɔmde aba sisi His Excellency Dr. Baumia bɛka ho asɛm. It amazes me, see, the thinking of the leadership, it's not set right now. This is a prime example of what we're talking about. And the problem has never, but just think about it for 1 second. Yeah, let's think about this. The problem is that nkurɔfoɔ ntumi rent dan because wɔn ni sika wɔn de betua 2 years advance. How do you solve that fundamentally simple one panel, one layer problem? We are multifaceted, a single layer problem. Single layer. Because okay, so Vice President Abeka said, one of the assist scheme will be by nkurɔfoɔ and qualify for the scheme. No. First of all, to fill an application for the scheme, there is an application fee. For somebody who doesn't have the money to rent, there is no guarantee say we fill out the form na we chia a fee. You will get the rental. So, the process is going to further reduce ability to affordability. Just think about it. Ability to pay ATP it be reduced because you need to pay money to be qualified, to be considered. Being considered means that you're going to qualify. It's on an application to application basis. So we meet the criteria now. Now, another thing, there are only a set of units at Woho. Landlord for no womo eye kakre bi wo Ghana. As I say, ankayati asienie hu based on census before I bear mu as a government. Say there is a shortage of houses, of affordable housing in Ghana. You don't need to be told. And one of the reasons they say, more Africa are migrating to Ghana, especially Nigerians. Over 4 million people are in Nigeria. They've put a further pressure on housing requirements for ordinary Ghanaians. So, and not only pressure we put you on that situation, but one also add wamama ebo akosoro. Mebo amon kan share me. Nigeria for ama pricing rental akosoro because one bar because of the Oma ya womo chrome whatever that is womo aba into Ghana womo bar they have a better purchasing power saying the ordinary Ghanaian not take Ghana no. Inti se womo ba Ghana na ye ni loss ye to me de filter womo se Mabe di 1 month, 2 months. Monsan komu krum. Ni eja womu wo Ghana. They put pressure on yenye housing needs. Because system need to me and fish it out. Obia or ye non-Ghanaian, or ye black African, or ye non-Ghanaian or Tigana. Men kase womu ye enemies, but men kase obi or beba Ghana no. Or basi ubi didra, or be ye business, or be ye bibi, or be srebushia for no wako. Inti as I said, even though ECOWAS a Kuala as I see a man of time say, Masa, I'll be di 1 month, 2 months, 3 months for her. Sanko Krumun to me ma and kase, they say there, one migrate here by Ghana. Nobody even knows to say who Ghana. You put pressure on the year grid. Until we have all these foreigners, Wami Africans are, Wama migrate here by Ghana, Wamu put to pressure. Inti resources kakrana e woho for Ghanaians, to say not only is it more expensive, I yet constricted. I number na abafem. Meboa. Okay. So that's the one problem. Inti se wakasa we a vice president. Now we'll solve a problem. Now we a government will solve a problem. You don't solve a problem from the perspective of creating a scheme. Because scheme, number one, who here sika. to advance the landlord for no meboa. Who here sika na the advance? Me Kofi Koranteng me pedan. Me ni income make me dey 2 years. Inti government na eba say I'm going to step in once you qualify. Na me tue sika ma. Now they are qualified. No akotena eden. Me tue 2 years na ma. Inti say $700 2 years 1 year 12 84 84 times 2, yes, 16,800, right? Into 16,800 now, for Ghana Sikano. I feel na me babe Sikano me no month by month because government do not take responsibility up front at me. Now, considerations were, and I know, say, mark my words for this. The government is going to come back 2 years, 3 years from now and kasa nkrofo P and chia. It says he can cry P, he can P shit. And let me tell you how that's going to be very easily arrived at. If he said the government is upfronting the landlord with the sika. And landlord sika na yeah upfronting no. Say nipa na all year adwuma for whatever reason when to me and completing a tenure. There's no guarantee adwuma to me say, especially with the current conditions of Ghana. And no matter p bet me aba, God forbid, Emma nipa chrono a default. Yare dear ben ye because just because the government is paying up front for you, no doesn't mean say uko ye bibi and bibi toa. Yen disposition wo from payroll. Payroll now the 2 month, you know. Until ultimately a baba yeka. Omo de be found with diska. Don't we know? We know SEC so many times. Until that's my first problem. The second problem they say a dying na short. Until say who per se a dying a door swan. You build more affordable housing. Adan na sika ye de apparently e kwa kwahye sa scheme we mu. Yen fanye an emergency a ye near farm build the affordable housing, near farm reposition in Kofor. Wouldn't it be a lot easier, say, government, you to me build a whole house, an apartment, 11-story building, 20-story building, 30-story building. You to me build in less than 2 months. In less than 2 months. So, okay. Into the yenye 2-story building. Yenye bibia. Yenye buildings are ya neglected one crime. You see buildings 3-story, 4 stories, 3 stories, 4 story. Next, kana ye dishes scheme we because minim say nkrofo p ba be approve ye be approve nkrofo bi en say ye approve ye the names bi a hihiem said the amanfo be disika. This sika na aden ye mfa into a massive thrust in building affordable properties developments. So the IS saglame. So yeah, the building developments to say saglame fresh. Where's the 10-story? Where's the 5-story? Where's the units? Most of the people are 1 year in this situation, no, and you're married, 1 year single. Until we see more 1 and 2 bedroom properties. So now they absorb attention. No? In 3 to 4 months, the government is serious. You bet me a sprouted more than 200,000 affordable properties. Number 2, adding a government now designate some regions, be to say Greater Accra, Ashanti region, Eastern region, Western region, say yeah, but yes, asking me. Doesn't it make sense to say these are the same places that you want overpopulation ever honana? Wouldn't it be better say government, ebe supplementing in Krofwa wamu move into less populated regions. Now, no be a thrust of people are be pay juma. Oh, but wait a minute. I guess a jumeni ho. So that brings another problem, a jumeni ho. Because government, was centralizing human one crying kumase. Most regions ewa Ghana are useless in terms of commerce. As far as the government is concerned, because the only functional region what the whole of Ghana in crime, Greater Accra. So Ofa Nkran ne some parts of Kumasi, most of Ghana no enye functional. Most of Ghana enye functional. So how can we have a whole country of 16 regions? Now at best 2 regions per na functional. Bibia wo be ye se okọ Nkran and for the most part Nkran and Kumasi. Indeed, that's another problem I have with this scheme. Say, I want you to come into a conversation and ask this question. Say, wouldn't it be more prudent? Say, Anka Sika Yedisha scheme. And I had this is the same attitude the government took. Time all year NAPCO. You uncle for 700 cities a month, 700 cities a month. Maybe I can say, quite honestly, Nyanse Bieni. Because Sika na ye pump all the millions and millions of dollars. Sanki DC industry ni expanding ye agro-based industries. And ye food processing anka ebeboa. So that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Inti the ye can say ne say yesremo. Munna mon fama no ntumu bi. Na mon say if this doesn't make sense, say Sika ye de ba be sa scheme we mu no. Anke ye de building affordable housing mum. Emma 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, they be a teachers, nurses, police officers, peace workers, nominate Sanya mana. Anke be absorb youth ni bebree. Since say yeah, this is Sika we because nipa be di in 6 months to a year. Mubon see the report be ba ka say oh na nkofo we is yet here the same way. NAPCO minimum crofo na womo wa bruchire woma di visa kwa bruchire yeda suchi omo ka wo Ghana womo ni Ghana because obi na sign ma wo mo no nso agi sika bi a hye ne kutuku so nti ye the scheme bi e be ye no amanfo be fa so e de adi sika and the taxpayer is going to bear the brunt of sa scheme. Yeah, it's been designed and I said to make it look as if say yeah they beboa, and so it becomes another avenue for people to skin the cat. I mean, this is our story. The bias. So inti the kind of say sa rental scheme. It really, to be honest, it doesn't make any sense. Because problem is, from time immemorial, say you were a deficit of housing, affordable housing. Ubia nya ho hwe attaching aba ye bekasa ya ye be see ya koji sika se agigi hu loans akese be si ne. So saglame ba ye is a sank ye see vertical integration side you see 30-story 40-story one building space one building see to me containing 50 times the number of people who build it 50-story building up a building so what's aglame nipa 9 na one building what a waste nipa 9 Wabra one floor bia you bet me nipa 10 ni 15 and ya bridges and yes Mwesi 9999 as safe space we ya so one fa your friend saying sewer say ama mwanye water mwanye power mwesi dane sisi ho the budget crano was not even addressed in parliament and so one could see fiscal structure how are people going to be able to live there so inti ye ka enwome bia anya say bi obi empe obi asem there bi ya maha say ye beka obi anim but the facts are the facts. You can have an opinion to whatever you want to have an opinion on, but you cannot have opinion to the facts because it's a fact. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah necessary yichiaka. So inti sa rental adie ubia ka ho asemi government in power anka number 1 6 years 6 years into will be totally inexcusable say buy from day 1 no you best start affordable housing. Affordable housing, you see, krum hanuma. In 1 month, you to me see 30 units. 1 month. Inti yenya 50 groups of construction workers. I don't know what say we're going to absorb unemployment. Boys say, girls now you be absorb warm. No CCC affordable housing. Right? Sika ya de be we. We see a baba can say 100 and dear million, a dear ben. You be disika no, you find here. At the end of the day, no. Ena bibia so omo ye no. One more na bibia a year measurable. What do you marking? What do you hear? Oh yeah, this car got vaccines, $81 million a year. It wasn't measurable. Why didn't him how many vaccines you got? Where did we go to process that? But so we see affordable housing. Now see affordable housing. No one building be containing 30 apartments. No, 1 million. Now we see 10, as I say, 30 million. I hold to me nisika because where to me a grady one building say 1 million. Now say okay say ye scheme dia and your ghost name see a fin p ba beba. And then one approve ya ye disika woman so a baby you see. Inti these are some of the things that you're concerned about that you can want some. Inti enche I'm say your time now. We almost halfway through our broadcast. Inti we're gonna talk about some other things also. One other thing now you say you can't also and aside from rent issue and education Minister of Education by Obekan Wasem said Ghana education is something to write home about. Listen, the truth is the truth. Again, you don't have an opinion to the facts. So I didn't because Ghana education no the last year 1 year you know it's I think it's among the worst in the world. So education, yeah, education say utumi chu po read baba now education should be relevant. As I said, education no etumi di impuntuo ba wabra bomu you and your people. Yesua de sa impuntuo no de na etumi de aba. Obetumi aka say Kofi ye minister senior and crop for House of Parliament any dear judiciary any executive woman ko anim asua de woman ko sua de abuchiri hwe Ghana obi se hwefam e wo Ghana gotamu fi entontoma wi nipa ku nipa esin covid times 1,000 nipa entontom ekum ewo efi nko a memetelata bi okoshi Latebi Okoshi, when I'm watching road, if fear a group Latebi Okoshi, left side, or headed towards Mochi Road, Meboa Mokanche, Latebi Okoshi. And Tonton Pa, what I say, I'm Roberts. You who now you knew our neighborhood where dear woman to pay you and Tonton, what I say, a small woman in Mukrofa, I remember, me say, what my me and you say, what my mammy break. The bombs you acquire your old boy, your money break. Now, and tontom a wo mochi road no so no just say wo mo ben mochi ni ti say wo mo wi no wo be wagu and tontom no kra mindset nye papa just say if 275 parliamentarians we have 120 325 as the event say melusu count nti wo mo ba fie no wo mo tena se no wo mo president wo mo parliament ni ya adwene ebobo Ghana ehwa me no me question pa me wo obi ni ma on kan kire me say what do these people think about doesn't it blow your mind say we have 200 able men and women, we have an executive, we have a judiciary, we have all the advisors, all the staffers in the parliament and Jubilee House, well, Flagstaff House. How much what value are they bringing to Ghana? And you want president to me sorry no a fat plane or come out Black Stars for good luck. Yeah, they can. Yeah, what Parliament? Yeah, what IMF? Yeah, PCK. You see, kind of crap. Back then, no, not. I'm saying, yeah, staff approval on the IMF 3 billion a year. What charter plane 70? I mean, who does that? You can't. Ebinuma moye MPP for and you say yes some more, you need some. Now you say on mine ye because boys and girls ebre ewo Ghana. Boys and girls ebre ewo Ghana. Nti momwa na wɔn ho ntɔ wɔn mo because yɛade hyɛ ewu Sahara. Last month na ewu Dubai, ewu UAE na utie mmaburu no hey Ghana for bre or abuchi man. So Ghana for bre or abuchi man. Nti say yenya opportunity say ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ biribi a yɛnyai NDC ne MPP asɛm. Yɛnyai saa asɛm no because yɛabusuafoɔ ebi yɛ NDC foɔ ebi yɛ MPP foɔ but yɛnyinaa yɛyɛ anuanom. Na yɛnhwɛ because adeɛ no yɛ yie a yɛnyinaa na yɛ benefit ɛnyɛ NDC wodu aburukyire a obiara anim sɛ ɔyɛ NDC ne ɔyɛ MPP ne. Wonam Sahara na wokɔ Europe na wofa Spain kɔsi Italy na yɛtoto nsuom na wuwu a obiara mmisa sɛ na wo papa nom na ɔmo yɛ NDC foɔ anaa MPP foɔ. So wɔn mu nyinaa sɛ tuntumi blackie nso wɔyɛ yɛde hyeɛ. Girls a mehu wɔn wɔ UAE wɔn mu nyinaa pakyɛw. In fact, me do a meka hey yaba yɛbɛfa mo akɔ fie. They started crying. Charlie, na mea abɔ me so na me nipa am na nenam nsu na me nso me nsu. They actually believed me say me bɛfa wɔn akɔ fie. Can you believe it? I'm serious. God be my witness. Wɔn nsu na me nsu. Because yeah wɔn wɔn pɛ ticket de abɛ fie. Ade na yɛntumi nyɛ ɔman yie. Cocoa syndication loan, approximately $3 billion a year. If we added value times 5 to cocoa, and I say times 5 because Abuchi value on my adding a year time a year 10 times plus. To a conservative times 5 value on cocoa. So the 3 billion near the syndicate near the procure. You been $15 billion. Do you know how many jobs 15 billion can bring? 15 billion. That means approximately every region be able to make $900 million. Every region. Just on cocoa. $900 million can go to every region for building employment for the youth. 900 into year day 1 million build a company. You bring 900 companies in every region. Can just think about it for 1 second. Mami bi behu me a couple of years ago. No see Kofi. I saw him bekasa. Me call mami no friend and tomote outside the Diana say me call me got no see o kasa bi ewi achire no. I say all pay 60 cedis. Now they are a pure water business. I will never forget 60 cedis. Or kind of me say Ghana na no mo can maybe 60 million say maybe somehow no I can in reverse into a base 60 cedis into what she really actually meant was 60 million and I did 60 cedis. Can you imagine what $1 million could do to somebody's life? 1 million. Can you imagine say yeah check $5,000 ama ubia so mfanye dwetri enkudija. Do you know how many people's lives that could change? Now take 900 million yeah me can just from cocoa per region. Nama ubia $5,000 because amount in dollars. Do you know how many people you will set them up for life at Ghana? $5,000. Just think about it. think about it. Or the baby be a baby, fair enough. But one man want the baby, so much so say you migrate them into the your friend saying you can't say 1 year one more I can't believe they be a mechanic in a sentence in TV on I lost my train of thought. Informal and person meka ya na brofo na ide beja akani ba brofo na ya na yi drama me tia mo mama break nti just imagine say your amount $5,000 now what fill forms you prepare or you set up bia na migrate into the formal sector. Where did that $5,000 come from? It's just an idea say if we just added value times 5 to cocoa. Now syndication of 3 billion, no, 15 billion. It will still be under par to that which cocoa is sold around the world. Every region with 15 billion, every region will get $900 million approximately. Imagine what they could do with 900 million. If you're setting up 900 businesses, you would set up 900 businesses in every region of 1 million or less. Can we not? We will solve the unemployment problem in 1 year just on the proceeds of cocoa. $1 million is no chump change. $1 million is a lot of money. This is all 900 massa. But me the 5 million aye business back on absorb only 5,000. Me boy am can share me. Oh. Inti eye DNT na yetumi di ho abrosa. Say what dwene ho a wontumi nti ase say ye will gold, ewo bauxite, ewo oil. Me and kind bibia nka ho bio. Me de me fe kra na say yes am with human capital because you see ufa baby to say Singapore ni bibia o wadwene Dubai Emirates womo ni bibia o ebi omo oil womo natural gas so for the most part oil no more but the omo dey see oman no ni na free Europe for the most part any the Americas West and womo kofa adwene naba na yeah ben West the same womo until why couldn't we go there? Your gold, your oil, your bauxite, your cocoa. The three pet near petre. Banching kwa. Revenue from banching kwa to me. Am I enough foreign exchange reserves to run the country? Banching kwa. Because of the banching around the country, around the world. And so they say banching kwa yes uncle kra. Your foreign exchange reserve kakra na aka yɛde bɛyɛ yɛn lala sulala no yɛsan ɛkɔkra bankye ɛya so ɛya paa nti sɛ deɛ ne yɛnyɛ sɛ deɛ ne yɛnyɛ nti abusuafoɔ ɛnɛ yɛbaeɛ a deɛ yɛka no yɛpɛ sɛ mo nso mode mo ano tum bi na mo nso mo ba na mo bɛka bi na yɛhu deɛ ɛkɔ so biara mo nso bi adwenkyerɛ bi na wɔ a mede platform wei ɛyɛ for Ghana youth. Yɛpɛ sɛ Ghana youth no sɔre. Yes, sorry, because they say, baby, we are do no. We have one last shot. Technically, no, say no, you default to as a country. But Ghana, a good year be brave so much so say IMF, MIA, and go under because of a good year I want. But say yeah, you be DB, you be your home for so the home for soda because Sky never said. Debia ye kopoposia ye de oman ne si awawa ebedru baabi a ye ntumi ntua no omo beba abefa oman no aka say well muntumi rane oman no nti say ye be rane oman na mamo. The truth of the matter is say they will be right because for 30 years under the leadership of NDC and MPP we have gone backwards. We bow say when I hear we bow say when I hear we bow say when I hear we bow. So yɛnchiw biara nem odipe somehow na ne refi bibia sɛ wo na ayɛ krɔmfo ansa na mebae nti say my body a me bɛyɛ nneɔma wo bibia yɛ no mentoa so me bɛyɛ bibia ma sɛ sika na me de ayɛ nso no wo nso a me na me point finger sɛ na wo yɛ krɔmfo wasɛ nneɔma wayɛ sei no no prosecution yɛnka w'anim yɛnyɛ hwee matter of fact yɛ contract so kora yɛnya no yeah, na bray sunti the bibe no aye. Wo na na yesi na wonyen. And then it flips after 8 years. Na obi fufura ba oba say won so na aye kromfo nso ma be de me wa ben munti no wo no forgiveness. What the chairman team nso me de becho. Na ye di na ekọ na oman na ekọ form. 2024 is our last chance. So they say bonds I go under amountful P and percent one more at the rescue $3 billion from the IMF because 80% to me confirmation of about 80% 3 billion from IMF no HSA to me made the DBA America say IMF no DA woman near bro, but woman in if you say when say a group of people are a year NDC and PP, woman causing to go into IMF 17 times. Me same mistake. Why in 17 times? Same mistake. It is a woman messy can now the same person or no mistake 17 times. So somehow to me that woman would say no this time they made me. I mean I can understand say one time which me a dada maybe twice which me a dada but Emma mama me some question and then Emma mama me some question say we go be dada wako who saw ne be me be ne sheho so honey me nye bio na guy you cry there no harm no bet to share me so na you see opening tea open so once asan ko no hu bio ko ye wasan ko to the same guy same set of things o see you monsieur hamadri your buy cry me pamo no ofre me what they achieve you up and hot 3 times o buy o to the same guy on ne sheho guy wako 4th wako 5th wako 6th wako 7th I mean to me cry kind in could do 17 because it's painful for me to even consider the fact to say bema bi wo hono ma obema ne girl adada no 17 times menyi ni se bema bia wo wi ase obeye me once kra menye once menye that's just me value system obeye no once twice 3 times are fair enough because we nim the inti obeye sa me integrity ho hia ma me inti once kra me ma wo chance no so And I say, let's flip it around. Na oba wako to bema. Ukoye ne ex. Ono ne shishe ho. No dada, oh honey, me girl here yo. Second time, wako to boy yo ne girl here. Third time. Sa 17 times. Obe sama 18 times. Sa na Ghana aye. Ghana mpanyinfo NDC ne NPP. Woma ko IMF da so ma wo mo chance. Na che say IMF ne Ghana fo ani ni ye. Because IMF epe Ghana fo asema. And say anko wo ma MPP ne NDC fo any loan. Because if the NDC and MPP are serious on, as a sanka problem now, so sa yenko IMF one time no, we mutumitna say FX for the sake of Ghana. The boy can't tell me. Maybe a second time there was an oversight. Okay, let's give him a break for the second time. But the third time, no. Inti IMF kra eka hu bi se me boa mo ma mo screw the people of Ghana. IMF eka ho bi na NDC ne NPP screw up. Me boa mo kan share me because the person na wakoso yen sa financial havoc you don't hand over $3 billion in some farm money bill. How? As sanka obisa Ghana for what can share parliament ne the presidency said yebema mo $3 billion now on one condition. And Crawford woma koso mo to go to IMF previously phone na no. Ubeyi woman in free hall. Now a new breed of leaders beba. One more thinking yet totally opposite to their course so sanko for way to cause you to go to IMF 17 times. Is that what the IMF is doing? No. Who are they hurting? One more hurting the people of Ghana. So they are hurting us. Because one of my leaders know I run it down your resources. And they still giving them a break to screw us up even more. And it's not fair to the children yet unborn, the children who are alive now, the youth. You don't have a future. They say you have 575 billion cities of debt. None of the presidential candidates have come up with a plan to pay that 575 billion cities of debt because truthfully, they don't have a plan to pay. I'm the only one who talks about it because I'm the only one who knows how to pay. Inti, I'm going to, with about 13 minutes to go, we're going to allow for people to come in, maybe comments with the, if we can allow for people to come in, Frank, if you're hearing me, maybe we can have people come in and comment. If anybody has a comment or has a question, which me about no wabibisa. I have my technical team in the back helping us out with if there are any questions, unless of course they could put it up on the screen so we can see the questions and answer it as we go. So guys, let me know if there are any questions so that we can address the questions. If not, you could put it on the screen for me also if you have any questions that you want me to answer. Or I'll just keep talking because I have a lot on my mind. I have a lot on my chest that I need to address. Into we Kofi Koranteng Leadership 101 series, building a totally new Ghana. Into if you want to join the conversation, feel free. Every week we're gonna come here. We're gonna engage the youth. Yeah, per se, youth. No, sorry, because this is your life. You have to stand up. You have to say enough is enough. You have to say we cannot take it anymore. And basically, all you need to do is to get yourself in a group, organize yourself, so that in 2024, you know who to vote for. You know, to vote for the person who represents you, person who's going to give you a chance for you to redeem yourselves. Because if not, how are you going to do it? Unless, of course, there is a way be a more country. So, if you have a way be to get this thing done, be a you not yes, answer and pay a baby because maybe who from where I stand. But say more baby as I say more say more best my dear because the situation is pretty dire and your man is so na yeah because utu kwana the youth ewo different countries they're living the life, so they have possibilities and opportunities, and the best of human excellence is just oozing out of them because possibilities are all around them. As I said, Anka Ghana so youth no monso mo ye kakra say mo nye adwuma because the country is rich enough to take care of you. So, but we are good. We are into technology, artificial intelligence. Virtual reality, nominate distributed ledger technology, nominate all these forms of technologies are about cellular intelligence. And yet, digitization, the trade much, Mr. Dr. Baumia, you say, Dr. Baumia, himself, the wait into the waka, rest in peace, just rest in peace. You can't rest in peace, you don't necessarily have to be dead. You could be resting in peace. And Dr. Baumia, or Alan Chamantenomne, or everybody of the MPP, just rest in peace. Right, more rest in peace. You don't have to be dead. You could be alive and still be resting in peace. Go on an early retirement because we know, say, you don't know what you're doing. We know. We know because the results show. Forget me saying it. The results are out and we know. So nobody takes a country to 575 billion cedis of debt. I can't say you, of course, unless you planned it, but you had a strategy of failure to bring us to 575 billion cedis of debt, and you don't know a way to get us out. You cannot get us out because you don't even talk about the things that will position us to get us out. So we know you don't have a strategy. And Mr. Alan Chairman, my senior Santa Caution, we know you don't get it also, okay? Because if you got it now, you will show it while you were a minister at trade. But we didn't even know you existed. I haven't even really seen more than 5 speeches from Chairman Ting in the last 6 years as he was a trade minister. And certainly not even one time that he was hands-on something that quantum leaped the country into a different stratosphere of employment or wealth building. I haven't seen it. So, Mr. Alan Chamanting, if you have any tricks in the bag, let us know. Because you can't possibly have any tricks at this point because all the time that you had, you couldn't show anything in your 6 years. So please help Ghana for, and do not even attempt to run. It's a disservice. It should be a disservice to your conscience. So you shouldn't even run because you've shown Ghana for that you can't do anything for us. What about me? Everybody in the MPP, because I didn't see na be ya moba parliament and moko mo meetings a muntumi nka sɛ yɛnyɛ wei sei ne yɛmfa mmoa Ghana anka ɛbɛɛfɛ anka election yi mo break 8 akyɛ anka mo be break 16 koraa. So but mo de wei na ɛbɛ break 8 yɛnyɛ no saa Ghana for abrɛ or minor bread, and Ghana deserves better. I'm Kofi Koranteng. I'm your steadfast advocate for outstanding leadership. Anything leadership, I could tell you, we know what we're talking about. Unlike all you guys in the back, enough of that. We need to change the fortunes of the Ghana youth. And we are here to do exactly that. We want to build a totally new Ghana, and that's why we're going to change the constitution. That's why we're going to skim down the 275 parliamentarians to 20 from two. We're going to cut away 255 and reposition you. Someone we're not just cutting you off and pushing you off to the curb. We're going to reposition you, retrain you, and utilize you into different things. So, not moho aba and fastword to yourselves and to Ghana, if only you want to. So, but we cannot have you add more liability on Ghana. It be, as I said, you shrink government. One of the biggest problems of Ghana, Eluzu track with government is way too big. The BIA President Kufuor employ appointee Ubi. You don't run effectiveness based on size. That which is effective is systems. So when you have a tight system that hums, synergistically, you create results. That's how you do it. You don't do it by just an AN highway, an AN highway, an AN highway. That's not how you do it. We got 4 more minutes to go. If there are any questions, please feel free. You could send the questions, but I promise you, we're going to be here every week. So this being youth, this is a platform for the youth. This thing is streaming on Telegram, on I believe Instagram, and Facebook and YouTube and all the rest of the other social media handles. But come here and let's talk together. Come here and let's address issues. If you have any questions, this will be your platform. This has been created for the youth. So we thank you as we're getting ready to close this thing out. But per se, the leadership, the diaspora say, diaspora, mumwaye pa na per se, say diaspora buy into the ena the ni na diaspora buy into the so into diaspora buy into the so diaspora someone abusuafo ɛwɔ Ghana na wɔmbɛka kyerɛ wɔn nti diaspora buy into the na monka kyerɛ abusuafo ɛwɔ Ghana na wɔn hu yɛsrɛ mo. Very important. Na mommoa yɛn with funding. Yɛhia sika. Sika a yɛhia no mobɛtumi akɔ yɛn Momo account 059-999-5120. I'm say I will screen this so 059-999-5120. Moko your website and so kofikoranteng.com/donate and so mutumi donate wɔ hɔ. Mommoa yɛn na yɛpɛ sɛ yɛboba na yɛbɛbuild a totally new Ghana. Nneɛma a yɛbɛyɛ no yɛba next week a yɛde ne nyinaa bɛba abɛto dwa. Na mommɔ yɛkyi dɔm. Diaspora mo na mukura machine yi o. So diaspora so saa movement yi mu na wɔn push movement yi na wɔn de sika taa akyi a there's absolutely no way we're gonna fail because Ghana for yɛn na yɛabrɛ yɛpɛ nsesaeɛ nti mɔmɔ ayɛ kofikoranteng.com/donate yɛ momo yɛ 0599995120 yɛda mo ase ɛm sɛ we've done an hour nti yɛde mo bɛsi ha yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛsɛ berɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛba yɛ address specific issues na yɛde mo nso yɛama mo time na mo nso deɛ ɛsɛ mokɔyɛ no mode akɔyɛ nti yɛbɛ end the broadcast no yɛde mo ase sɛ mobɛka yɛn ho mommɔ yɛ akyi dɔm monka nkyerɛ obiara Ghana ɛne aburukyiriman mu baabiara every Thursday biara 8 o'clock no yɛbɛba mo asɔreɛ na yɛde yɛaba mo mo no ase ne yɛne mo abɛdi nkɔmmɔ na biribiara nso wɔ hɔ a mobɛtumi de aboa yɛn mode aboa yɛn yɛda mo ase nyame nhyira mo Kofi Koranteng yɛbɛsan yɛahyia bio I am Ghana. God bless our homeland Ghana. Thank you so much. Bye bye.